So, this is what you can expect for your upcoming week. Whenever you're stumbling upon this, basically, this is what you can be expecting in the upcoming week. And it just seems like I'll be doing this. It started last week, and I'm like, actually, this is a good idea to be doing like a weekly collective update of what you can expect in your week. This is something I do for myself, and I decided that I'm going to start doing this for you as well. I do monthly and weekly now. So, what you can expect for your upcoming week is asking for help and support, because you may be dealing with a lot of tasks and responsibilities. Either you have been dealing with a lot of tasks and responsibilities, there's a lot of things on your plate, or you'll just see the increase of that this week, where it'll cause a lot of like overwhelm and stress, and just like being a little bit scattered of like not knowing what to do, what decisions to make. And so you're being asked, as much as you like to be in charge and be a leader, because from my understanding, this collective is definitely like leadership kind of mentality, and they enjoy doing things themselves, because it's like, I know how to get it done, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it, instead of asking someone else, where it might be um like where they might fumble and make a mistake. And it's almost like this energy of like, I know if I get it done, like if I do it and I get it done, I'm going to bring that outcome that I want into my reality, right? Because you are a very good manifester, and you, like, if you think about it, you tend to always get the things that you want, sometimes not in the timing that you think will happen, but it always works out in your favor, and you tend to always get the things that you want. So it's like you've developed this trust within yourself. But just remember that when we manifest, when we bring things into our reality, it's always a co-creation, whether you can see that or not, right? Because if you don't see it through another person, it's through unseen forces that help to bring in like your manifestation. So it's always a co-creation. So just learn to like lean back, release all that responsibility that you tend to take on a lot. Just release it. Realize that there are people in your life that can help you with those sort of things, and just learn to trust that. And also just understand that like you'll never know how that thing turns out if you don't ask for help, because most often those people are connected to different people, and their energy can also bring on better outcomes, as opposed to like when you do it yourself, if that makes any sense, right? So basically the theme was like, make sure you ask for help and support when you feel like you need it, especially when you're overwhelmed and stressed. There's no reason, right? There's literally no reason to be so stressed and overwhelmed. And this is something like I practice, is leaning back. And sometimes if I don't know who to ask for help and support, I'll ask the divine. Like I'll ask like, okay, listen, like I'm dealing with X, Y, and Z. I don't know what the best course of action is, or I have taken a certain action, but like now I'm waiting for like a response or something. Like, help me with this, because you do have like a spiritual team that wants to help you. You do have a spiritual team that is there and is willing to help, but you have to request that help, right? So request the help from either like the unseen forces that you believe in, or from people in your life. And if I'm looking down, it's because I wrote all of this out when I was tuning in this morning. So you'll also be receiving new downloads and ideas and inspirations for your next step in your journey, or for the next step in the project that you are working on. So, like a higher connection to the divine. But again, what I'm understanding from this, which is coming to me now, is you'll receive that when you release the stress and the overwhelm. So, again, make sure you ask for help, right? Because you can only make space for the divine to come in with these like new inspirational ideas, thoughts, and actions when you have the space for it. And oftentimes, when that comes through us, like magic happens then, right? So, again, if you're getting stressed and overwhelmed, just think about like, wouldn't it be better to have space and allow divine guidance and inspiration to come through you? So then it's better to release whatever task, whatever responsibility that you have, either through someone or just releasing it and trusting that divine has your back. You'll also be detaching from the past finally. So a lot of you have been closing out chapters. I've been mentioning this so many times because it's happening. It's happening to so many of us. And if you think about it, we're in the year of 2025, like that's a year 9. It's closing out chapters, cycles, etc., things that aren't serving us. But yeah, from my understanding this week, and again, it doesn't matter when you're watching, whenever you're watching, I do believe that this is when it'll be meant for you. You've closed out so much. You've ended and severed so many ties to the past that now you're becoming more comfortable in ending all of that. So there may still be some ties, some energetic cords that are still connected to the past, where now you're seeing clearly because you've closed out a lot already. And now you're seeing the last couple threads that connect you to the past, and you're becoming more confident and being like, okay, like, cut, let's end, let's use this week to finally finish things off, clear the plate, because you can feel this new chapter, this new thing beginning for you, which will offer so much emotional fulfillment. Like, you know this, you feel this, you've been feeling this for weeks. And yeah, it's just a couple little things that you need to cut out. And also, what I'm just receiving now and realizing now, that this actually could be tied into the help and support that you will be seeking. So, whatever ties that you have that are from the past that you've kind of been like pushing to the side a little bit, uh, maybe because they're a little bit more challenging in terms of like how to cut cords, how to finally like end things. You're coming into this week of being like, okay, these are the last like 3 things, the last 2 things, whatever it is that I need to cut out. And yeah, they've been more challenging. Let me ask for guidance. Let me ask for help. Let me ask for support on how to best navigate and cut out these ties finally. So yeah, that's what I've just realized now. I didn't even write this down, but I'm like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense in asking for help with cutting those ties out. Yeah, detaching from the past. Yeah, and gracefully you're saying goodbye. Like, you've released so much that you're so comfortable now with releasing the rest of it, and you're just gracefully finally saying goodbye to the past and the old self. You've done a lot of work on that. Like, great job, honestly. Um for singles, which I've been mentioning this a lot, and like, it keeps coming up. What can I say? If it keeps coming up, I have to honor it. Yeah, for singles, you're you're attracting your mirror. You're attracting someone who has done the same amount of work that you have, and they'll be able to provide a lot of emotional fulfillment. So this isn't someone who is like, another lesson, another like challenge. No, no, no. This is like someone who really can match your energy and your level of all the healing work that you have done. That's still coming in. So it's like whether you have met this person or you haven't, like, so if you haven't, like, that energy is around you, it is coming in. If you've met them, then it's just a deepening of that, right? And if you already are in a relationship, it's also possible that you guys shedded a lot of things, and it's like you're entering a new relationship, but it's like a new relationship within the both of you, right? That's how it's going to feel like, because both of you have released so much. So obviously it depends on every person's situation. And the last thing that you can expect this week, this upcoming week for you, is spontaneous and unexpected trips. So whether you've been kind of like planning on, like, maybe I should go here or there or whatever, this is your week to just go and do that. Go and do that. Put those tasks aside, ask for help, right? So you have the freedom to go on that short trip or whatever kind of journey or adventure that has been calling you, or it's just coming up this week. Like someone will call you and be like, hey, you want to go here tomorrow or whatever, and it's going to be spontaneous and unexpected. And if it feels good in your heart, go for it. Go for it, because you don't know what's waiting for you when you go there. Like, you never know like, it's so interesting. This is like my favorite part about life, is when we switch things up and we do things that are not scheduled in our day. It's like we open up to all the possibilities that are available, and it's like you don't know who you're going to meet there, right? Who could help you in your career or something that you're dealing with, or the relationship. Like, you don't know until you go, right? And sometimes it's like, if even if you don't meet somebody there, like let's say you go on this spontaneous trip or adventure and you don't, like, nothing happens there, oftentimes because you enter a different frequency and vibration when you go to this place, and you're still very much open, because it's like this wasn't planned in your day. It's like the email that you've been waiting for, or the response that you've been waiting for, finally comes in, right? And it's like you'll check your phone later and you're like, oh, finally, right? So go for it. Go have fun. Be spontaneous. Go where your heart is telling you to go, because there's something there for you. And the two numbers that kept showing up was 2 and 3. So 2 is partnerships, decisions, balance, and sacred union, which again, everything that I mentioned. And 3 is creation, joy, expression, embrace lightness, art, and inner child freedom, which again is everything that I have mentioned. Yeah, that's what you can expect in your upcoming week. It honestly feels very, it's funny. It's kind of like, it reminds me of a death and rebirth, which I'm sure you're used to. It's like still releasing and closing out, but it's like you're at the tail end of it. You're at the tail end of all of this, and you're finally entering the new. So it's not like a crazy death and rebirth. It's just cleaning things out and moving forward, right? Um, yeah, that's what I have for you. Please let me know how this resonated, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.